I should also mention that immigration, or at least the talk of cutting back immigration, is on discussion. We saw 1.3 million immigration for 2023. It's quite high. 200 to 300,000 was the norm, but the government has implemented immigration policy. So that's going to have an overall effect on the economy. A lot of people, or some critical authors, said that Canada has hit a population. Anyways, so long story short, when the immigration growth is higher than the savings rate for the country, the capital stock, the existing capital stock can't support the increase in immigration. So that means that the roads, the bridges, schools, etc., or healthcare, there's not enough to go around, pretty much, and that means standard of living will decline if the rate of growth goes unimpeded. So I forgot the name of it. Population. Anyways, so demographics plays a big role in that, at least for implementing a expansionist policy on immigration, because as you know, Canada's fertility rate is probably now 1.8, 1.9, so it's below the replacement value, and that's we've seen that coming. We've seen that in Korea. Korea's got the lowest fertility rate of like 0.08 or something like that. Japan is like 1.1. Again, the replacement rate is 2.1. And when people are not having more kids, then naturally the economy will, or at least the demand, GDP will go down, and that means less taxes or tax revenue that'll go into the system. So that's some of the challenges that the OECD countries are facing right now, and their only solution at the moment is to invite more immigrants, and that's a good thing. I know some people that are on the Trump side, they don't like that idea, but let's be real. Without that influx of population, there's just not going to be any expansion in the capital stock. That means that innovation would be set aside. And I mean, you look at places like East Coast and Central Canada. For the most part, they haven't been able to implement any kind of real innovation within their core industries, and they're pretty much stagnant now. Government, speaking to a bunch of Indian citizens or Indian migrants, a lot of them are being forced to emigrate into Central Canada and East Coast, and that's good. You know, it's been a boon for Calgary, especially because of that influx of migrants from India, and I suppose other places, but a lot of them decided to go to Calgary to maintain their status, and work towards and to get out a work permit, and also in hopes of getting their permanent residency status. They've migrated there, so house prices there have increased substantially. So you're going to start seeing like an equalizing of costs throughout Canada with respect to income and income growth. So that's kind of good. What else is there? That's